It's 2025 and everybody's making resolutions, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to propose a resolution for all of the geeky communities that are out there. Hello devoted geeks and welcome to Geek Devotion, show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting you know you're loved. I'm Dallas. I'm so glad you've hit the play button today. If you're new to our show, we take geek pop culture items like movies, video games, and comic books, and we use it to let people know that they're loved. So if you don't watch past this moment, know this: we love you, care about you. There is a plan and a purpose for your life. Do not give up. As I said in my intro, ladies and gentlemen, it is 2025 officially, and everyone's making all kinds of resolutions, and some of you have already broken them. Really, I'm trying. I'm trying to get better, guys. I'm trying not to eat so much food. But the tacos are so good. The other day, I posted up in our Discord channel asking just, what are your geeky resolutions that everyone's making? And everyone has some really great thoughts, some things they're working on. I may make a series later about some great things that geeky people need to be doing this upcoming year. But there's one thing specifically I want to put out there. I want to propose a general geeky community resolution for all of us. And that is simply this: to be kind. If you've been on the internet for longer than 10 minutes in your life, you know that there's always been drama in different spaces and different aspects of the geek community. There's always been some sort of drama, and a lot of it boils down to people just not being kind. With the advent of the MCU and all the other things taking place, Crunchyroll blowing up, Netflix putting out animes, live action animes that don't need to be taking place, all kinds of stuff, the community's been growing, right? We've had a lot of influx of people. Geek community, which used to be this very niche, very back of the corner thing, is becoming now very widespread and well accepted, and it's a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, there's some people in the community that have lost their minds, and it goes in several weird directions. For one direction, there's some people who are kind of gatekeeping. They're like, well, you're not a real anime fan, you're not a real gamer, you're not a real comic book fan, and they're just gatekeeping the whole community as a whole. Because I know that one person's in the comment section going, gatekeeping's not real. It is, buddy. Stop gatekeeping. That was a joke for one particular person. This is probably not going to do well in this video. But that is a thing taking place, isn't it? Where people are legitimately, they're interested in a new fandom, a new geekdom, a new culture, and there's people in the community, they're just jerks about it. And they're attacking them. They're not being helpful. And it happens in a variety of ways, whether they're talking down to people because they don't know what they're talking about, or in the game community. There's some people like at card shops or something like that, where you're playing various tabletop games, and there's always that one dude, that one guy who's just smug, and he's like, well, I know it all. And he's just rude and makes the experience terrible for new players. Then on the flip side, there's other aspects where some people in the community have gone out of their way to attack the creators and voice actors and people who are producing the very things that we love, that we care about. And this is the sad part for me about the situation. For many of us who are elder millennials and older people in the geeky spaces, we got into these things because they were our safe haven. They were a way for us to get away from bullying and from the hard things of life, just for a moment, just to escape and just to relax. And then when we found community of people to talk about these things, there was excitement about it. There was a joy. I'll never forget when I got to high school and I met other people who were into anime, and they had access to stuff I'd never seen before. It was a different time, and there was a lot of peg-legged people. I'm just saying. But having conversations with people who finally understood what I understood, man, it brought so much joy, so much life. I remember going to our very first con, the con that started Geek Devotions as a whole, and walking around there and talking with people who just got it, who understood, and were able to encourage each other. No judgment, just joy. And it was a great thing, but unfortunately, there's stuff that has creeped into the communities out there. Again, this is across the board. This isn't just an anime issue. This isn't just a comic book issue, a gamer issue, a cosplay community issue, an art issue. This is across the board where there are people who simply are unkind. And here's the deal. That doesn't do anything but hurt you. There's this old proverb that speaks to the situation very clearly. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 17. A man who is kind benefits himself, but a cruel man hurts himself. The proverb writer here is simply saying this: you being kind to folks does nothing but help you. It helps you to grow. It helps the community as a whole to grow and to get better and to have a greater sense of joy take place. But when we are cruel, we're mean to newcomers or to other people just because they've maybe taken the direction that you in your fan sub mind didn't like, and we attack those things and those people, guys, that does nothing for the community. It kills it. It makes people want to walk away from it. It makes the people who create the very art that we love give up. It creates the voice actors who voice things that we love say, I'm out of here. And then there's a gap, a void. We no longer have the things that we love, that we care about. Now, this goes beyond the geeky spaces also. This goes into your life situations. If you are kind, if you are courteous to other people, that does nothing but to help you. If you are consistent, I'm not talking about one act of kindness and, the rest of the time you're just a grade A jerk. But I'm talking about a continual act of kindness, of being kind to people. Yes, there are people who will take advantage of that. I'm not denying that. But you being kind will always benefit you in the end. And those who are cruel, who are mean, even if they're just quote unquote just joking, that will destroy them. That will destroy the things that they claim to love and they care about. And that will hurt the community as a whole. So my resolution for the geek community out there, whatever it is, whether you're into anime, video games, comic books, whatever, let's collectively make a decision to be kind, to be courteous, to lift each other up and help each other to enjoy these things that we love safely and appropriately, and help those who are new discover some new things. And those of us who maybe are older in it, man, maybe we will discover something new about the things that we love that we never knew before because we were being kind to these newcomers. Question of the week for you guys today. What is a community that you got into and there was somebody who helped you to really just dive in and grow in it? Leave stories down below. I've heard all kinds of stories. The Warframe community, you guys apparently are just like amazing individuals. You guys are like just top notch and super kind for people who play Warframe. I've gone to card shops and we have one here locally. Man, they are active and making sure it's a healthy community where people are helping newcomers and do grow and all that kind of stuff. I want to hear the stories. Tell me the success stories. Leave comments down below and let me know. Speaking of kind people, I want to thank all of our devoted Patreon geeks who support Celeste and I for as little as $1 a month. They help us to provide the things that we need to create these devotions, the lights, the cameras, the actual media that we consume to be able to create devotions that are targeted towards geek culture and let people know they're loved and help to create a change in the different communities that we're in. If you want to be a devoted Patreon geek or even want to find out more information on how you can support us in different ways, go to our website, geekdevotions.com. While there, check out the rest of the stuff that's taking place because, guys, we have articles, we have podcasts, all kinds of stuff, and we have an amazing team of people who come behind us and help us to create this content to help people. And we are so appreciative of every single one of them. And we understand if you can't help support us financially, guys, like the video, share it out, talk about these things, take what we're teaching and put it in action. Guys, that does all kinds of great things for us. Also, pray for us, honestly. Pray for Celeste and I as we continue to dream and help to create new avenues of reaching people and also to do what we do well. We have GeekCon coming up in a few months, and we have to figure out how we're going to get there or if we're going to be able to do that this year or not. There are things that are in our heart that we want to do. We need your prayers so we can make those things take place. Finally, I want to invite you guys, check out the Devoted Geek community as a whole. Check out Devoted Geek Life on Facebook. Check out our Discord channel. Follow us on social media, Geek Devotions on all the platforms that are out there, basically. And interact with us. Take part in this amazing space that we have helped created with you, other amazing Devoted Geeks. Not just Celeste and I. We have amazing people in our community who are doing some cool stuff. All right, guys, all that being said, until next time, stay devoted. Peace and love.